Okay, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone.
Wa
I
alaikum
hope,
assalam.
I hope you are all well, inshallah. Um, Alhamdulillah, the group has been very busy with the Muslim chart and it's looking good. So hopefully everyone has or is familiar with it, inshallah. Very impressive work, Alhamdulillah. And today, this is what I'm going to test a few people on. So I'm going to ask some questions just about this Muslim chart just before I start the lesson as a type of review. I want someone to tell me the unique thing that the Muslim chart tells you, the unique characteristic that the Muslim charts tells you. If anyone can let me know what that is. What is unique about the Muslim chart, and what information, what characteristic does it tell you about a word, and what type of word? If anyone can answer that in the chat or by their mic. Let's see who has it. What's the most important thing? Not most important, but one of the most important things of the Muslim chart. And if no one comes forward, then I will have to pick people. Okay, let's see the chat. Okay, to familiarize ourselves with the status. MashaAllah. This is the main thing. One of the main things of the Muslim chart is to familiarize ourselves with the status specifically for the dual and the plural case. So outside for the singular, you have the harakat at the end. You have the dhamma, kasra, fatha. It tells you very quickly, easily, what status the word is. The Muslim chart tells us how to work out the status for the dual version and the plural version. How does it change according to gender and case? The main thing, the hidden, the secret, the most important thing, or the gem from the Muslim chart is the status of the dual and the plural, because we can't rely on the last harakat. It's not fatatain or dhammatain or kasratain. You have to rely on the specific letters, how it's changed into a dual or plural. So when you're looking at the Muslim chart, whenever you're looking at a dual word and you're looking at a plural word, you should be working out what the status is. And that's the main thing from the Muslim chart. What is the status of the dual or the plural? Is that clear for everyone? Does everyone understand that? So whenever you see a dual or a plural, you should be working out what status it is. And you do this from the Muslim chart.
So, Ustad Hamza, when you say status or status, what are you referring to? I'm asking on behalf of some students.
Rafa, Nasab, and Jar.
Jazakallah khair.
So what is the status in terms of Rafa, Nasab, and Jar?
And remind me, what's the Arabic term for that?
For status, I'rab.
The Arab, yes.
Sorry, today
I know you're tired, so apologies. Just for the students, Ustad Hamza was in hospital today, so he's a bit tired.
Alhamdulillah. So I'rab, and that's why in our the 4 characteristics, that's why we put I'rab at the top, because it's the most important. It's the most important thing that we need to learn.
What is Sadiq? What is case then? A lot of people use the term case, nominative case, accusative case, genitive case. What is that, Ustad?
Yeah, Ustaz Sadiq?
What was that? What was that? I didn't hear.
We heard in some places, some books also say case, nominative case, accusative case. What
I
is
see.
it?
Okay, now I can hear. Yeah, case. So different courses or schools use different terminology. Some use status, some use case. The Arabic terminology is i'rab, and this is what we prefer students to use. I'rab is the Arabic term, and we prefer students to try and remember that. That is more accurate, I feel, to describe, because case and status, I feel personally, doesn't do justice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good, perfect. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So, the next one, we have a revision of the properties of noun. So a summary revision. This is all things that we have gone through before. What I would like to do in today's lesson is someone to teach each of the 4 characteristics. So someone teach i'rab, someone teach type, someone teach the Muslim chart or number, as we just covered, and someone teach gender. So we're going I'm going to get you guys to teach 4 lessons in a quick 2-second summary. And what I would like you to do, because eventually we want you all to become teachers, and you should all be teaching your family and your friends at the moment. So I want you to keep 2 things in mind when you're teaching. I want you to give an introduction and a summary. So, hi, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I'm going to teach you about i'rab, and then you're going to go through i'rab. And then once you've gone through it, then you're going to summarize it. So you're going to go through it again in a possibly shorter or quicker way. And then the next person, Assalamu alaikum, my name is such and such. I am going to teach you about the type of nouns, and then you go through type. And then the third, and then the fourth. So I'm going to pick 4 students. The first 3 can get ready, and the first one, unfortunately, doesn't have time to get ready, but will be more lenient on that person. So I'm going to pick.
Should we see if there's volunteers?
Or if there's volunteers, but I might not pick you still, even if you volunteer. We have one is Fazlul. Okay, I will give you one. Who else? We need 3 more. 3 more to summarize the status of, or the properties of a noun. Okay, only 1 so far. So I'm going to pick Sister Stanika Ahmed. I'm going to pick Iftikhar. And the third and last one, I'm going to pick Jamila. So we have Jamila, Fazlul, Iftikhar, and Sanika. And for i'rab, I will let Fazlul, you go first for i'rab. So I want an introduction, I want the lesson, and then a summary of the lesson, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me okay?
Wa alaikum assalam. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Fazlul Islam, student of AQI Quranic Arabic. And today I will briefly explain to you the term i'rab. So essentially, i'rab is one of 4 properties of noun, the others being type, number, and gender. And we've been reminded to remember these in this order using the initials I, T, and G. And i'rab is the first one. And i'rab is the harakat on the last letter of the ism. So according to their endings, they are given different i'rab statuses, so which is what we discussed earlier. So there are three examples. For example, if the ism ends with a dhamma, then its i'rab is called marfu status, and in short, rafa. Second example is if the ism ends with a fatha, then its i'rab is called mansub status, and in short, nasab. And lastly, if the ism ends with a kasra, then its i'rab is called majrur status. So in short, jar. So those are the three statuses of i'rab. And as I said in the beginning, i'rab is one of the properties of noun. Jazakallah khair.
Good, mashallah. That was very concise. Gave a summary. Good, alhamdulillah. This is a good first example for i'rab. He gave content. He gave contents. So he didn't just go straight into i'rab. He explained that i'rab is one of 4 properties of the noun. So he mentioned that there's a type and gender and noun, and then he gave 3 examples of the i'rab and covered it nicely. Good, alhamdulillah. This is what I want. So the next person will do type, and that will be Sister Sonika Ahmed. Sister Sonika.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Ustada Sonika. Teach us, please.
Okay, I am Sanika, and I will summarize the 2 types of noun. The first type is the common noun, also known as indefinite nouns, in Arabic, nakira. These nouns have not been defined, so they're not specific nouns, they're just general nouns. The second type is proper nouns, also known as definite nouns, in Arabic, ma'rifa. These nouns have been specified, so it's a specific noun, so you know exactly which noun you're talking about.
Good. And can you give 2 examples? Can you give an example of each?
Okay. An example of nakira would be like qalamun, a pen, so it doesn't specify which pen exactly. And example of ma'rifa would be al-qalamu, which is the pen, so you know exactly which pen we're talking about.
Perfect. Alhamdulillah. So that's the great explanation. Gave the definition of both of the 2 types, and then gave examples of the 2 types. Perfect. Alhamdulillah. Very, very good. I think Brother Fazlul and Sister Sonika has shown how easy it is, so no one should be scared. We have covered number slightly, but I want someone to cover number next, and that will be Sister Jamila. If you can cover number for me.
Okay.
And teach all of us too.
Okay, so in Arabic, unlike English and other languages, you have the singular, then you have the plural, but you also have the dual. So that is a special characteristic of the Arabic language. And this applies to all the isms. Isms generally called nouns, but they would also include adjectives and so those would also come under ism, and unlike English nouns, those would also be in the singular, dual, and plural forms. So in the singular form, it is known as the mufrad, and the dual is known as the muthanna, and the plural is known as the jam'a. And in Arabic, like we just heard, the case endings can be rafa, nasab, or jar. So the rafa is when it is the subject of what is being talked about. The nasab would refer to the object in the sentence, or other linguistic characteristics that would make that ism into a nasab form. And then similarly for jar, you would have harf jar before an ism to put it into a jar status. So rafa would be the dhamma state, nasab the fatha state, and then the jar would be the kasra state. Now using the Muslim chart, so Muslimun is the default of the Muslim noun, and it is nakira, it is indefinite here. So Muslimun, and for the dual, at the end of the last letter of the word, you would add alif and a noon with a kasra, so it would become Muslimani. And then for the plural, you would add a waw and a noon fatha at the end, and that would become Muslimuna. Okay, so Muslimun, Muslimani, Muslimuna. And then for the nasab state, you will have the fatha state, so Musliman, and then Muslimaini. So you have a ya and a noon kasra added, and on the ya there is a sakin. So with the last letter of the noun that you are dealing with, will join with this sukoon to make a I sound. There's always a fatha before the sukoon also to remember. So it'll make the aini sound. So it becomes Muslimaini. And then the in the Jam'a state, it would be Muslimina. So instead of like a aini sound, it will be a ina sound, just the ya kasra sound extending, Muslimina. And then for the jar state, it is exactly like the nasab state, except in the singular state where you have the Muslimin, and then it would become Muslimaini, and then the Muslimina. So it is the context that will determine whether the dual and the plural states in the nasab and jar states, where they fall, due to what circumstances in the sentence. Then coming to the Muslimatun, the feminine case. The feminine case in the most common feminine case in Arabic is ends in ta marbuta, not always, but in this particular chart, we have it ending in the ta marbuta. So in the rafa state, it will become Muslimatun, a Muslim woman, and then Muslimatani. So here in the dual state, you have a alif, a fatha, a alif, and a nun kasra. So Muslimatani for the dual, and then for the plural, you will have Muslimatun. So in the dual state, the alif comes after the ta. In the plural state, the alif comes before the ta. So Muslimatun, Muslimatani, Muslimatun. Then in the nasab state, you will have Muslimatan, and then again, just like we saw previously, sukoon before the noon. So Muslimataini, so tani, taini, taini. So Muslimataini, and then Muslimatan, Muslimatin, sorry. In the feminine state, you don't have a tan. That you have to remember, there is nothing like a tan. It's only Muslimatin, Muslimatin. So, and then in the jar state, it's exactly like the nasab, Muslimatin for the singular. That's the only difference. But then the dual and plural, Muslimataini and Muslimatin. And I think that completes the chart.
Well done, mashallah, tabarakallah. Good.
Our future-
Very good, mashallah.
Yes, very, very, very good.
I can see a lot of future teachers, alhamdulillah, mashallah. May Allah give you
Jazakallah khair.
We have one more for gender to cover the four. And who did I pick? I picked Iktifa, I think.
Yeah, but I think if the car may have dropped.
Okay. Okay, we'll pick someone else. Zubair Ahmed. can you teach us about gender?
While we're waiting, I just noticed someone joined. Just want to make sure it's one of our students. The name appears as Sheikh. Just want to confirm who that is, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
So use the person with the display name Sheikh. Can you confirm what your name, please? Okay, I'll put them in the waiting room. Sorry, Ustad, continue.
Sure, no problem. Brother Vibe, are you ready? Or should we try someone else? Okay, Brother Ziba, you have to teach us another time, inshallah. Who would like to cover the last section? Alhamdulillah, I know it's everyone has done so well, so there's high expectations now. But this is the time for learning and time for making mistakes. This is what the class is about, so don't be scared, anyone. I'll move on to Brother Amar. Brother Amar? SubhanAllah, the brothers are letting us down. Okay, anyone who would like to do gender, please put your hands up to have a go. Everyone's gonna try. Come on, we need one more teacher. We're down a teacher. We need someone who will teach us. You can't be shy with teaching knowledge that you have. Okay, let's go.
A hand came up.
Yeah. Okay. Brother Asad.
Okay, so I think Sonia's hand might have been first.
We've had 2 sisters, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's
3 sisters, I think.
Just make it an odd number and make it 3 sisters. It's fine.
Okay, so Ustad Asad, please teach us about gender.
Okay. So
remember, introduction and summary as well. So introduce yourself. You have to be a teacher.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Asad. And I am the student of Sheikh Hamza in the AQI organization. A very, very weak student, so please do forgive me when I do stop and take too long to explain things. However, we'll just go over the 4th and final part of the properties of nouns in Arabic, which is the jinsun, which is the gender, so ITNG. So in Arabic, there's a very easy rule, which is that every noun is going to be considered masculine unless indicated by 8 golden rules. Now, these rules are feminine names or naturally feminine in gender. So I'll give you an example of this. You've got Fatima. It can never be a masculine noun. And Sayara. Sayara, the car, can never be a masculine noun. Nouns ending with Hamza, Ya, and Ta Marbuta. Parts of the body that are impaired. So Udhunayhi, so your 2 ears, your lips, your feet, and your hands. Names that are given to wind, names that are given to fire, miscellaneous things such as ard, so earth, maraka, war, shams, sun, and sky, and so on and so forth. And geographical names of cities or countries, so like Nottingham in Arabic would be feminine, and a country such as Kuwait will also be feminine. And the rule that I haven't mastered just yet, but I know it's one of the rules, is that all broken plural nouns are feminine when in singular form. So just a quick recap: every noun is considered masculine unless it's a feminine name. Nouns that end in Hamza, Ya, and Ta Marbuta, and parts of the body that are in pairs. And the names of things such as wind and fire, and miscellaneous things, which are like earth, war, sun, these will all be feminine and geographical names, such as Mecca, Medina, and so on and so forth. Jazakallah khair, and I hope I have clarified some confusion if there was any out there.
Good, mashallah, Allahumma barak. Alhamdulillah. I think all four ustads were very, very good, very concise, and I think that was a good summary of the properties of nouns. I hope no one has, not I hope, but I don't think anyone has any questions regarding this four. We've covered it quite a few times now. Inshallah, the more you teach, the more you will fully understand and fully comprehend everything on this topic. Dr. Mahmoud, anything to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that Muslim chart is an example of how this works using the word default noun Muslimun. It doesn't mean that they are all the nouns look like Muslimin. They may look different, and I will just give you an example. Alhamdulillah, you have showed a very good sign of your confidence. Alhamdulillah. So if I give you an example, like kafara is the verb, fi'l, and kafirun is ismu fa'il. You all are familiar with that, okay? Kafara, kafirun. Kafara means he disbelieved. Kafirun means the person who disbelieves, the disbeliever, okay? Now, as I said, not just all the words looking like Muslimun, like Muslimun, Muflihun, Mujrimun, all these yesterday you have done it, Alhamdulillah. But there are other words which will also go through the same exercise. The most important thing you have to remember, in Muslim chart, both masculine and feminine, their salim means sound, salim means healthy, sound, unbroken essence, okay? And there are obviously another type which is broken plural, which you also need to know very well. Now, Muslimun, we know very well. So I said kafara, kafirun. Now I'd like someone to quickly show hands who wants to do kafirun in the same format. Because you will be surprised and you'll be very happy to hear that we learned the Muslim chart pattern, but other verbs will also go in the same way. Okay, kafirun. Kafirun, then what? Dwell under Rafa row. What will be the next one? Dwell. Kafirun. Who is coming? Who is volunteering?
I can do.
Yes, please. Kafirun, and then?
Yeah. Kafirun, kafirane, that is for Rafa.
Yes.
Kafirun, kafirane, kafiruna.
Mashallah.
And then for Nasab case, it is kafiran, kafiraini, kafirina. And for Jar's case, it is kafirin, kafiraini, kafirina.
Mashallah.
And for the feminine case, it is kafiratun, kafiratani for dual, and for plural, it is kafiratun. And for nasab case, it is kafiratan, kafirataini for dual, and for plural, it is kafiratin. So both for nasab and jar, it is the same in dual and plural, except in singular, it is for nasab, it is kafiratan, and for jar, it is kafiratin.
MashaAllah. Very well done. All I wanted to do is making sure everybody understand there will be other unbroken verbs, essence, which will be acting in the same way as Muslimun has done. Okay? So in Surah Kafirun, we all know it starts with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul ya ayyuhal kafiruna. That kafiruna has become plural here from kafirun in the same way. And you will find many other isms, and it's everywhere. That's why Muslim chart is so important. Any question from anybody? Are you surprised that we brought a word like kafirun, which doesn't look like Muslimun? Kafirun is playing in the same way. Are you all happy with that? I just wanted to know that you got the full grasp on Muslim chart, so you can follow any other ism in the same way as long as they are unbroken. Can somebody tell me the basic difference between a broken plural and unbroken plural with example? Broken plural example?
So like qalamun, aqlamun will be the broken plural. And then kafirun and kafiruna, kafirani would be the sound plural salim version.
Can you explain, you said qalamun and aqlamun, how is it broken? Can you just explain?
So in qalamun, the qaf and lam and mim in that order. And when you say it aqlamun, there you've added an alif in front of the qalam, so it's not following the usual pattern.
Yeah, just alif coming in the front, it just broke the pattern. Muslimun, Muslimani, Muslimuna, and all these Musliman, Muslim, that is intact. That's why it's called unbroken plural. Qalamun, straight away, alif came. Rasulun, Rasulun, singular, Rasulun. And waw is there as well, Rasulun. But when it is plural, what happened? Ra becomes Rusulun, broke. Kitabun Kitabun has become Kutubun in the plural form, so broke. Everybody must know this, the difference between broken plural and sound plural, okay, unbroken plural. This is what it is, okay? If this bit you are weak, go back to this again, because this is going to be everywhere throughout the Quran, inshallah. I'm very happy with the progress you have shown, but make sure broken plural and unbroken plural you are good at as well. Identify, oh, this is broken plural, this is unbroken plural. Okay, inshallah. Good.
Jazakallah khair. Okay, alhamdulillah. So that was a nice review of broken and sound plurals and the properties of noun and the Muslim chart. So now we'll move on to some more practice, going into lesson 27, inshallah. So 27 is, the aim is to get used to us practicing with different words. So as an example at the bottom, since the beginning of Arabic grammar over 14 centuries ago, the root letters have always been fa, ayn, lam. That is the base word that we learn from, have been used for this purpose. So now let's use the root letters nun, sad, and ra, which afford the meaning of helping, nasara. The word nasara means he helped. And we're used to this chart. We've seen it a couple of times now. So we have third person, which is ghaib. We have second person, which is hadir. And we have first person, mutakallim. Then we have mudhakkir and muannath, masculine and feminine. And then we have mufrad, muthanna, and jam. So anytime we see a word, we work out, is it third person, second, or first? Then we work out if it's masculine or feminine, then singular, dual, and plural. And that's its i'rab, or that's its information. So this is what we're going to follow. Moving on to nasara. Okay, so we can see third person, second person, first person, masculine, feminine, singular, dual, plural. Nasara. I'm going to zoom in, but I'm going to go through this quickly because the next page is going to have larger examples. So we have Nasara, he helped. Nasara, they helped. Nasaru, they helped, plural, jam. Nasarat, she helped. Nasarata, they helped, jewel. Nasarna, they helped, plural. Nasarta, you helped. Masculine, second person. Nasartuma, you too helped. Nasartum, you all helped. So second person, you're talking to the person, they're male and it's plural, jam. So nasartum, nasartum. Then we have feminine version here, nasarti, nasarti, you helped, feminine. Nasartuma, you helped, jewel. Nasartunna, nasartunna, the shadda at the end. You all helped, feminine, female. So 3 or more. And then the last two, mutakallim, first person, and whether it's masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. Nasartu and nasarna. Fa'altu, fa'alna. I did it, we did it. I helped, we helped. Nasartu, nasarna. Okay, that's good enough. So now we get to practice. Oh, before we get to practice, actually, we need to memorize the Damir chart. So, how many people have memorized this chart on the right? Huwa, huma, hum. How many people have it confidently memorized? Show hands. Everyone put their hands up. 1, 2. Everyone should know this chart. Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna.
If you can keep your hands up as well, that allows us to see.
Evaluate.
Yes.
So 9, 10, 11, 12. Still a few people without their hands up. Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna. Okay, 12 people, half. Half.
This is sorted now, inshallah.
Okay. So now we need to practice and get that number up, inshallah. So we're going to start with first. Everyone keep their hands up. Don't put them down. I'm going to pick some people to do this who have their hands up. So let's go with Sister Mariam. If you can run through in a fast pace, the Dama'ir on the right hand side. Sister Mariam?
Sorry, repeat that.
Assalamu alaikum. If you could just go through the Dama'ir on the right hand side, so huwa, humma, hum, hiya, humma, hunna. If you can go through all of them and just give a demonstration, inshallah.
Okay. هو هما هم هي هما هن أنت أنتما أنتم أنتي أنتما أنتن أنا نحن.
Perfect, mashallah.
Okay, ask a question. Sister Mariam, do you have any special tips or those who know already memorized? Can you give some very quick tips how to memorize it? In what order? In what steps? In what batches? Can you give some quick tips? Because this is important for those who hasn't done it before. Could you just say what is important to memorize and what needs to be kept in mind?
Well, I think repetition definitely helps, but an easy thing that helps me is that the dual form is the same between both masculine and feminine versions, and the male versions usually have, like, for example, hum and antum, they have mim with a sukoon at the end, whereas for the feminine versions it has a noon with a shadda, so hunna and antunna.
Okay. Anything else? If not, that's okay. That's helpful.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, let's just remind them. It should be memorized in batches of 3 at a time, 3 row at a time. For example, huwa huma hum, huwa huma hum, huwa huma hum, huwa huma hum, huwa huma hum. 3 at a time. At least 5 times, 10 times. And then you go to next 6. Hiya huma hunna. Hiya huma hunna. Hiya huma hunna. Hiya. And those who don't know, start practicing it, please, because it's on the screen. Hiya huma hunna. Hiya huma hunna. Hiya huma hunna. Then what you do? First 3, second 3 together. Huwa huma hum. Hiya huma hunna. Huwa huma hum. Hiya huma hunna. Okay, in the same way, anta, antuma, antum, they're all in patterns. Now, one thing you need to remember, the first one of the 3, batch of 3, first one is singular, second one is dual, third one is plural. First 3, same way. Huwa, singular, 1. And as you know, it is singular, male, and it's third person. And then huma is dual. And how do you identify dual? Huma, antuma, they all will look same. Can you see huma, alif added, alif is the sign of, just on the Muslim chart you have seen. Muslimun, Muslimani, alif is added. Okay, in the same way, huma has got just alif, it means it's dual. And in whom, there is something special, and you need to remember this. Wow, alif added at the end. It means it's plural, more than 2. So huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna. Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antum, antum, antunna. These are also in patterns. Anta singular, antuma dual, and it's you. Anta means you, second person starts here. First 6 is third person, ghaib, who is not here. Huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna. Now, anta, antuma, antum, you, singular, and it's, antuma is dual, and this is male. Anta, antuma, antum is male, feminine. Anti, antuma, antunna. And number 13 and 14, they're slightly different of the pattern, just outside this. And it's ana, nahnu. We will try to remember that. So batches of 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 12, then ana and nahnu. In order to, I mean, next column you'll be memorizing is fa'ala, fa'ala, and all this, but before that, huwa huma hum, this has to be memorized. And inshallah, you will do this today before you go home. So, I think it should give them a chance to read it loudly 5 to 10 times now.
Okay.
And then you will ask each one to come. They will make it. They will read it. They will see this.
Yeah.
And then at one point you just hide it.
Yeah.
And they should be. Inshallah, it will be okay.
Okay. So everyone, especially the people that don't have their hands raised, will do this all together as a chorus, including myself. So everyone follow me, get your mics ready. When you're ready, inshallah, just joining. Bismillah. Huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu. So again, everyone put your mics on and let's try and do it all together. Huwa huma hum,
hum,
hiya huma
huma hunna, أنت
أنتما أنتم
أنت
أنت
أنتما
أنتما
أنتن
أنتن
أنا نحن
أنا نحن
هو هما هم هو هما هم هي هما هن أنت أنتما أنتم أنت أنتما أنتن أنا نحن. Okay, let's Sister Rima, if you can have a go. هو هما هم.
Alaikum.
عليكم السلام.
Okay, just the first column, isn't it?
Yeah, just the first column. هو هما هم.
Okay, huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu.
Good. One more time, do it again. That was good.
Okay, huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu.
And
Second person will come, but while a person is going through this, other people, please get a pen and paper. I'm sure you have it, and keep writing. Tonight, inshallah, you will be memorizing all this, and you will be an expert on it, inshallah. But follow what Ustad is saying. So get pen, paper, and keep writing down while somebody is speaking. Everybody else who doesn't know it, writing it down. Okay, write it down. Huwa, huma, hum, 3 male. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Here is the feminine sign. Here, huma, hunna. Again, its number is 1, then 2 people, then 3 people, 2 plus, 2 more than 2. And then anta, anta is the second person. Okay, in the same way, 3 plus 3. First 3 is male. Anti is the feminine sign. And the way I have been told by my ustad to remember that the feminine starts from anti. Just think about anti. Anti is woman. So anti is feminine singular. Then anti, antuma is the same way. Antunna. You remember? Hiya, huma, hunna. Hunna and tunna typically is a sign for feminine. Another sign for feminine is hiya. You see? Fa'alat. When you go into actual ism, verb, that will come up later on, you will see. Fa'alat. Fa'alat. That ta is a sign of. You remember you went through the signs of verb fi'il, and you studied that if a word has got ta with sukun ending, that is definitely a verb. Okay, so stick to the first column only, huwa huma hum. So second person, read it once or twice, I would say. Then third person, those who don't know, those who haven't memorized it before. And then others keep writing it, because you need to finish it now. And then we'll do the second column as well, inshallah.
okay, so Sister Jamila, you can have it all. Huwa huma hum.
Okay. Huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu.
Perfect. One more time. Again, same Sister Jamila.
Huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu.
Good. MashaAllah.
Sister Jamila,
Yes.
am I right that you haven't memorized it before?
I have memorized it, and I know it, and for me it is like understanding it, each one in their individual situation. So like recognizing when it is here, when it is huma, and yeah, rather than the frequency of just saying it.
When you become a teacher, inshallah, in future, you will give it so much importance It needs to be out of the way at that stage, inshallah. So,
Inshallah, inshallah. Yes.
Everything we are doing for future. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. Great.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, someone else.
Good. Next person, Sister Reena Hussain. Sister Reena?
What are you calling?
Reena Hussain.
Same, yeah. Sister, come forward. Give it a try.
I think maybe something.
Assalamualaikum, Ustad. Who are you calling? Sister Rima?
No,
Reena.
It's Rena
Or
Hussain.
Rina?
maybe
Okay,
Rena.
Rima said, I think her children, every time she puts the microphone on, her children makes noises.
Rena Hussain. Rena Hussain.
Oh, somebody else. Okay.
She's not muted.
Yeah, I think maybe an issue with the mic. Maybe try to refresh.
Everybody, please come forward. Okay, it's important.
Try to refresh the page and then come back, inshallah.
Okay.
We'll go on to Sister Roshana.
You don't. This is she.
Yeah. Sister Selina. Sister Selina. Wa alaikum salam.
Huwa humma hum, hiya humma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu.
Good, mashallah, very good. One more time. Let's do it
Huwa
twice.
humma hum, hiya humma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu.
Good. Jazakallah khair. Next person, Brother Amar. Brother Amar or Brother Zubair. These two brothers are hiding.
Assalamu alaikum. Let me give it a try.
Wa alaikum salam.
Wa humma hum, hiya humma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana hunna.
Ana nahnu.
Ana nahnu, sorry, yes.
Good. Do it one more time.
Wa humma hum, hiya humma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu.
Good, mashallah. Well done. Alhamdulillah.
Anybody else who didn't memorize it before?
Anyone who didn't memorize it before that still has left to go? I think that's everyone.
Those who haven't done it before, and while you are doing it, if you have any difficulties, there is a nasheed from a very famous Ustad, Sheikh Meher Ali, very senior. Some of you may be familiar with that person. He has taught thousands of students, hundreds of thousands all over the world. But he used nasheed here and there, and that is very effective. With my Ustad's permission, I will just replay that for you. And you also watch our video related to this lesson. That is also there. It's definitely, it helps some people I know in memorizing. Huwa huma hum, huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma yantum, anti antuma yantunna, anta antuma yantum, anti antuma yantunna, ana nahnu, ana nahnu. Just listen to that nasheed, keep doing it together, it will be okay, inshallah. Okay.
Ustad, was it somebody from Canada?
Yes.
Yeah, I think 6 years ago I was listening that from his
Brilliant, isn't it?
yeah, exactly, because from the tone I can clearly recognize this is how he was singing.
Exactly. So if listen to our video. It's there, and keep playing it, and you'll get it. No
I
problem.
was playing with my whole family.
Dr. Mahmoud, someone was put in the chat, their children are singing with you. MashaAllah, you got fans now.
Okay.
And someone wants to donate, you know, like how, I don't know if you know buskers, you know, MashaAllah, and you're putting me to sleep with that, Nasheed.
That's very popular. Okay. So, who else?
Ustad Hamza, just to let you know, we're at the top of the hour, so
Okay.
just letting you know, inshallah, 8 o'clock.
We'll carry on with this, inshallah, with the next.
Ustad, he had
yeah.
another song on Marfu. I remember.
Yeah, he did a number of other
Yeah.
ones. But this is the most effective one, and it's essential, I would say, as well. Okay. All right. So we need to move forward. How many people are still not comfortable on it? If you raise hand, because this is the time, we normally don't help in the memorization in the class, but this is so important, so important. This is Mahdi chart, and then there's a Mudari chart coming. So you have to give your best, absolute best, to memorize all this. Okay. Now, anyone who hasn't tried, do you want to give it a try now, please?
Or has everyone tried?
Or has everybody tried except the wife has already tried? Amar has done. For the Sabir, with the Sabir, do you want to come forward?
Yeah, I think the rest
Okay.
okay. Okay, so how do we actually use this information? What it comes down to. These are the hidden files, the hidden doers of the verb. So if you look at the verbs, so we have here fa'ala, the first one at the top. So we have here fa'ala. So the hidden doer, the hidden fa'il is huwa. He did. Huwa is he. So this is the hidden fa'il. And every verb that you can see has a hidden fa'il, which is to the right. So every verb you see, fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, all of them have a hidden fa'il. Now remember we said some verbs can have an external fa'il. Some verbs can have an external fa'il. That is only huwa and hiya. So anything that has huwa or hiya, they can have an external fa'il. But the rest of them can't have an external fa'il. And this is where you learn it. Okay? So everything here is a hidden fa'il. Now we come to going through them. So fa'ala, hidden fa'il is huwa. Fa'ala, with an extra alif. This extra alif means humma, and it refers to the dual, the two people. So two people did, two males did. Fa'ala. Then we have fa'alu, plural, waw and alif. So this, the waw and the alif is the sign of the hidden fa'il hum, jam, plural and masculine. Fa'alu, fa'alu. Then we move on to feminine. Fa'alat, she did. She did. Fa'alata. So you're adding, again, same as jewel before, you're adding an alif. You add the alif and this means jewel. This time is for feminine. So fa'alata. Fa'alata. Then we have plural, fa'alna. 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 The sign is noon. So you add the noon and it means hunna. It means all the women did. The plural, the group of women did. Fa'alna. Then we have, now we're moving on to hadha. So the people that you're speaking to. Everyone else before, fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, Fa'alata, fa'alna is all people that are not here. We're speaking about them. They did, he did, she did, they did. Now it's hada, so the people that you're speaking to. So the first one, fa'alta, 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 male. You add the ta fatha. It means the ta is the sign of the hidden fa'il, anta. And then we have fa'altuma, fa'altuma. So you're adding ta, mim, and alif. Fa'altuma. And this means antuma. So jewel. So you two men did it. Fa'altum. Tum is jam, is plural. So antum, fa'altum. Antum. So tum is the hidden, is the sign of the hidden fa'il, antum. Then we have fa'alti. So now we're moving on to anti. Anti, yeah. Fa'alti, anti, anti, feminine. So again, we add the ta with a kasra this time. Fa'alti. So you did it, female. Fa'altuma. Same thing. Jewel and jewel, the same. Fa'altuma. Tuma is a sign of jewel and tuma. And then we have fa'altunna. Fa'altunna with a shadda. Sorry. So now we have fa'altunna. All of you female people did the action. Fa'altunna. And then lastly, we have fa'altu. Fa'altu means I did it. Tu with a dhamma at the end. So kasra is feminine, fatha is masculine, and dhamma means I did it. Fa'altu. Fa'altu. I did it. And then plural, fa'alna. Fa'alna. Noon, fatha, noon, alif, fatha. Fa'alna. These extra letters are very important. They tell you what the hidden fa'il is. We'll go through them again, and this is what we have to memorize. Same as huwa, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. And once we memorize this pattern, as you can see, this is the key to every other verb. So once we learn this pattern, these 14 for fa'ala, then we can transfer it to every other past tense fa'al madi verb. He made, those two made, all of them made, you made female, you made masculine, I made, we made, and so forth. Fataha, he opened, those two opened, all of them opened, you opened, female, etc., etc. So by learning this 14, we can apply it to every verb, and that shows you how important it is for all of us to memorize. So I will go through it again one more time, and I want you all to be practicing as I'm doing it, practicing it in your mind, speaking it out loud, so that you get used to saying it out loud, and then we'll pick a few people to go through it, inshallah. So make sure you're practicing it now. Bismillah. Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altunna, fa'altu, fa'alna. Again, one more time. Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altunna, fa'altu, fa'alna. Okay, who wants to go first? Who will put their hand up? We have Sister Reem with her hand up. Sister Reem, do you want to go? Is your mic Reem?
I put my hand up earlier on to ask, you know, the third person, the others I can see the pattern clearly, but third person I find it a little bit, I can't quite understand how like huwa becomes fa'ala. I mean, I know if I memorize it, I can do it, but is it like a...
So that's the base. So imagine the base verb is fa'ala. The base verb is always the fa'al madi. That's one of the, it's like the asl, fa'ala. So always just remember the base of any verb is singular masculine. He
Okay.
did. And then everything you should build off of that. So you go down, third person down to second person to first person. But this is your base form. This is the base verb.
Is the foundation.
Foundation. Fa'ala huwa. He did. Fa'ala he did.
فعلا هو فعلا هم فعلوا. But when you memorize hum absolutely to your heart, then you know when you're saying fa'ala, it is actually representing what? You will know that everybody here, those who have memorized, this is what they know.
Yeah.
So this 14 conjugation has to be like, oh, have full control on it.
Yeah.
Then fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alta, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altumna, fa'altu, fa'alna. Now there is two fa'alna here. Those who know it, they know it very well. And I'm telling you for the new who are trying, hunna fa'alna. Can you see hunna fa'alna?
Yeah.
There is no alif fa'alna. But when you say nahnu fa'alna alif there, that's the difference between these two. They sound like fa'alna same, but it doesn't have the alif. Okay, and the other one at the end, which is first person plural, we is fa'alna. Okay. So everything without questioning, asking anything in this order, blindly, you have to memorize it, and you have to know which one is on number 6, which one is on number 9, which one is number 7, and you would be like those who have memorized it before, they will know this, inshallah. It's so vital. So just without any more time wasting stuff, ask them individually to read it once, twice, and then keep making writing at the same time, those who are not speaking. Okay.
So Bismillah, we'll pick who wants to put their hands up to go first, and while you're waiting, practice. Keep practice. This is don't think to yourself, I'll do this later.
No later.
No later, do it now. No, beware of sofa. Beware of sofa. So who wants to put their hand up and have a go? We have Sister Nur Jahan. Your mic is not muted. Do you want to have a go first? Okay, Sister Sonia put her hand up first. Bismillah, let's go.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Do you say fa'ala one?
If you are comfortable, then you can do ja'ala on ja'ala pattern.
Yeah, ja'ala, ja'alu, ja'alat, ja'alata, ja'alna, jalti, jalta, jalthuma, jalthum, jalthi, jalthuma, jaltunna, jaltu, and ja'alna. Ja'alna.
Have you memorized it before?
We did in I did because I did as a local Sanatan class. And there I did.
So you have some idea on that, mashallah.
Yeah, I have. Alhamdulillah.
All right. You need to make it like very fast, very speedy. Then you can, in the same way, you can help others to do this as well, inshallah. Okay, well done on that.
Okay, so
good. Walaikum salam. Next person with their hand up, Brother Fazlul. You can do this quickly.
Ustad, I think I queried something before, and I think I've now got the answer myself. If I can just talk about that just quickly.
Okay, quickly.
On the bottom two, if you just scroll down. So next to ana and nahnu, it's got the tu and the na. So the tu, I think, is reflecting on the fact that it's fa'al tu, and the na is reflecting on the fa'alna.
Yeah, perfect. Fa'altu, fa'alna.
Anywhere in Quranic verse, if you see a verb with na ending, nun alif ending, it means it's nahnuz, na. It nahnuz, na. It means our or us, either, okay? And if you see a tu ending in a verb, it means it's ana. This pattern is unique. This is not a pattern. They are unique on its own. Ana version of a verb would be fa'altu, ja'altu, kafartu, ghafartu, etc. Tu ending means ana, is that doer, fa'il. Okay? And na ending is nahnu. Okay. Who else coming?
I can have a go. I can have a go at one, Ustad, if you want me to, or someone else can go.
You do Nasara, please.
Bismillah.
Following for others, he's doing Nasara, following the pattern on the Fa'ala column. Okay, everything is based on Fa'ala. This is the root verb for past tense. Fa'ala. Going back, you go module 1, module 2, module 3, wherever you go, everywhere, Fa'ala is the foundation. Everything starts from Fa'ala. Okay? Yeah, we have Fazlul. Yes, Nasara.
Bismillah, go ahead.
Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru. Nasarat, Nasarata, Nasarna. Nasarta, Nasartuma, Nasartum, Nasarti, Nasartuma, Nasartunna. Nasartu, Nasarna.
Good, perfect, mashallah.
You know what you should be really strong at, everybody, is this. If I ask you a question, quickly try to tell me, what does Nasartunna means? Quickly tell me the meaning. Nasartunna.
They all did
They
female.
all did.
Female.
All female.
Yeah.
You all female helped.
It's not
You all. All the female helped.
now, some of you said they.
You all female.
You all female.
You all female, good.
Okay, tunna.
Tunna.
When it is hunna, that is all.
They all female.
All of them female. Okay, this is how you distinguish. So, what number is Nasattunna? What number without looking at this? There are 14 here. Nasattunna, which number?
12.
12.
12, remember. Okay,
12.
Good. Very good. Okay, and someone else come?
Asad, you had your hand up. Let's go with Fataha.
Okay, so you got Fataha, Fataha, Fatahu, Fataht, Fatahta, Fatahna, Fataht, Fatahtuma, Fatahtum, Fatahti, Fatahtuma, Fatahtunna, Fatahtu, Fatahna.
Good. Fatahna.
I've got a question for you. Sorry, I've got a question for you, right? You know, in Arabic, right? You have Fataha. Hamza, scroll up a second, please. This is really confusing me because you know Fa'ala, the dual for the masculine, you say Fa'ala and then you just add a Hamza to the lam at the end, right?
It's not Hamza, it's Alif.
Okay, an Alif, right? So can somebody give an example of where you would say Fataha with that same rule applied to it? I can't seem to understand that bit.
Don't worry, Brother Asad.
Yep.
Our job is to memorize it without asking any question.
Okay, sorry.
Explanation.
Sorry.
When you do that, you will find the answer yourself. And there's no shortcut way of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now, if you could do first 6 again, please. Fataha again, because you did something not right. Fataha.
Fataha, Fataha, Fatahu. Fatahta.
No. Fatahat.
Fatahat.
Fatahat. Then.
Fatahat. Fatahata.
No, fatahata.
Fatahata.
Fatahata. Can you see?
But then you're missing out the alif at the end.
Yeah, fatahata. Okay.
Fatahata.
Yeah, and then fatahna.
Fatahna. Okay.
Okay. That's well done. Everyone, I'm just pointing out something. Try to remember what I'm just saying to you. Okay, you may have noticed fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat. Can you see fa'ala intact? Fa'ala, fa'alat, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'ala intact. Then fa'alat, can you see intact? As soon as 6-1 comes, hunna, from number 6 to number 14, you will see under lam kalima, there is a sukun. Look at number 6. Can you see fa'alna? Can you see everyone? Please talk. Fa'alna, can you see under lam kalima, over lam kalima, there is a sukun.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
up to number 5, the first 3, they are all fa'ala, 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 except the plural one, which is fa'alu. In other words, from number 6, hunna, can you see fa'alna, then can you see fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, lam sukun, fa'altuma, lam sukun, fa'altunna, lam sukun, fa'altu, lam sukun, fa'alna, lam sukun. This is important. Okay, we'll give you a few more clues, but for now, it's a memorization. Okay, inshallah. Next.
Okay, next person. As we're running out of time, I think the last one on this, daraba. So the next person to practice daraba. He hits.
Shall I have a go?
Yes.
Yes, bismillah.
Bismillah. ضرب ضرب ضربوا ضربت ضربتا ضربنا ضربت ضربتما ضربتم ضربتي ضربتما ضربتن ضربت ضربنا.
MashaAllah, good. Those who didn't do it before, can you come forward, please? Give it a try.
One more person on daraba. We can do a few more, inshallah, if they're quick.
Okay, I will
Sanika.
go. All right.
Sorry, will Sanika put her hand up first, or we'll do Sanika and then Jamila, inshallah. So Sanika, do daraba? Okay. So he hit. Sister Sanika?
Yes.
Daraba.
Daraba, daraba, darabu, darabat, darabata, darabna, darabta, darabtuma, darabtum, darabti, darabtuma, darabtunna, darabtu, darabna.
Perfect.
Inshallah. You know, in the next few days, inshallah, you will do it in a way much faster. There will be a competition, inshallah, in the next class. Who can do it fast? Okay, as fast as you can. It means it's important to do it that way, because you will never forget, and this is going to dictate your strength of grammar later. Okay, okay.
Sister Jamila, do you go back to Ja'ala?
Ja'ala, okay.
Ja'ala.
جعل جعلا جعلوا جعلت جعلتا جعلنا جعلتا جعلتما جعلتم جعلتي جعلتما جعلتن جعلتو جعلنا جعلنا.
Why she said jalna? She said jaltu, jalna, jalna. It is important to just remind everybody, because in first person, ana singular is fa'altu, and when it is dual and plural, they're same. That's why you can also say fa'altu, fa'alna, which is dual, and fa'alna again for plural. If dual and plural for first person is same. Okay, good.
Okay, Sister Mariam, can you do Fataha for us, please? Fataha.
Fataha.
Oh, next one. Okay, Fataha.
Oh, okay. Fataha, Fataha, Fatahu, Fatahat, Fatahata, Fatahna, Fatahta, Fatahtuma, Fatahtum, Fatahti, Fatahtuma, Fatahtunna, Fatahtu, Fatahna.
Okay, can I ask you, can you tell me what is the number 6? Siga in Arabic it's called siga. In English it is called conjugation. You know, each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, they are sigas in Arabic. They're called siga. In English it's called conjugation. Can you tell me what is the 6th conjugation of kafara?
Kafarna.
MashaAllah. Can you tell me one more? What is the number 10 conjugation of ghafara? Ghafara, number 10.
Ghafarti.
Aha, wonderful. This is what everybody has to do. Number 7, I know this. Number 11, yeah, no problem, like that. Okay, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Very good. Yeah, what's your name again?
Mariam.
Sister Mariam, did you know about this before?
Yes.
Okay, so that helps. Okay.
Good.
Inshallah. Very good. Someone else?
Okay, I
Come
think
forward.
last person because of time. Sister Rima.
Okay. Assalamualaikum.
You had a hand up. Okay. Should we pick a different word? You can do the word.
I didn't. Look at that.
Let's do.
Sadiq.
Qatala.
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Bismillah. Qatala, qatala, qatalu, qatalat, qatalata, qatalna. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Qatalna, qatalta, qataltuma, qataltum, qatalti, qataltuma, qataltunna, qataltu, qatalta.
No. Qataltu and
Qatalna. Sorry, I was.
Alhamdulillah.
Can you tell me what is the number 4
Of this word?
No. Number 4 of Ghafara.
Ghafara. Ghafarat.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Okay. We got to continue this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
plan is we have a class of the same continuation.
Yes. For Mudari, sir.
Well, first, making sure that's solid on it, all of them, and then we go.
Okay.
On this.
So this is your personal homework for preparation for the revision class coming up on Saturday and for the next week, Monday's class, because after that, we'll be moving on to, if you can see, the Mudari chart.
It's a different pattern.
Different pattern, slightly different, more to learn, so don't delay. Make sure that you fully memorize the Mahdi chart and it's comfortable. Any verb and practice, write it down, and get this very, very clear.
Okay.
Ustaz,
Now,
can I suggest a tip in terms of the writing the chart? This is something that really helped me. So when you have an A4 piece of paper, create some columns. So if you don't mind going to the, yes, like you have columns here, create the columns. First, initially just write out as you see here. I noticed, mashallah, some of the students, they printed the headings and then filled it out. So you could do that as well if you are more creative. And those who are well versed in it already, I would suggest have 2 columns for more advanced, so you have the meaning as well. So if you're already familiar with it, so for example, what does fa'alu mean? What does fa'alat mean? Sorry, not fatahu and fatahat as an example with the actual meaning. Write it out, inshallah. That will strengthen your understanding further. So that would be my suggestion. Say it out loud and write it as well.
yeah, because I was going to say, because this is the most important chapter of Quranic Arabic at this stage, module 1. They should really do everything they can. So for the Muslim chart, they created their own template and they did it and they shared this as well. I mean, this is the template they can print out, use it as it is, or those who are a little advanced, they can also do this with the meaning as well. Everybody should work on it, and particularly those who has not spoken, you have to really come forward, have to work in the next few days very for this one, because if this is not right, then you're stuck. We can't help you. And it is not difficult at all. All you have to do, say it loudly many, many times and write it down on your own plain paper or the printout template. Do this once, twice, 3 times. It will be out of them. Okay, we got several milestones like this and we have to work on it. Due diligence.
Then I have one more question. So siga is conjugation. Could you tell me what the English of tarkib would be?
For what?
Tarkib.
Tarkib's English, you mean?
Yeah.
Tarkib is analysis.
Analysis. Okay.
Yeah, grammatical analysis is tarkib. Tarkib is an Asian term for nahu.
For nahu. Okay, I see. Okay.
That's the standard Arabic. Middle East and everyone should be using nahu, but this is Pakistan, Asia, India, Bangladesh. The scholars, alim ulama, they call it tarkib, but it's a nahu, same thing. It's grammatical analysis. Okay.
Analysis. Okay. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you so much.
Thank you for asking that. No problem.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. I think that's it for today.
There's a hand up. I think Amaru. Is that old hand, a legacy hand, or new one?
Yeah, I had a method that I used that helped me remember it as well. Wanted to share it.
Oh, writing it, you mean?
What I do is I can use my fingers. So someone taught me to use, they can put your right hand out for the male. So you could say hua, and then you put 2 fingers out for huma, and then 3 for hum. And then the same for the left hand side. So hiya, huma, hunna with 3 fingers. And then you can point in front of you as well, the first. So if you're doing one person, then anta, antuma, and then anta.
Good tip, good tip.
And then you could do the same for any verb. So with the verbs that we're doing, then you could do what would be for 1 male, 2 male, 3 males, and then same for 3 on the left side, and same for pointing ahead, and pointing ahead with the left hand, and then pointing towards yourself, and then pointing towards yourself with 3 fingers. So you could do it that way as well.
There are, many different ways this is used in different countries, different locations, Alhamdulillah. Whichever is easy, but the most important thing is the clues are here. When it's fa'ala, this is the root, original letters are there, fa'ala. Now when it's fa'ala, alif added, it's do it too. And waw alif, that's the sign of plurality. So if we get that first, then come It's the third person feminine. Ta with sukun. Yeah, this is important. This is most important. So fa'alat, then alif fa'alata, so it's two. Then fa'alna, hunna, fa'alna. Okay. Fa'alta, anta, fa'alta, anta, fa'alta. Antuma, can you see antuma, fa'altuma. Then antum, fa'altum. Easy. This is the easiest part, these three batch. And then fa'alti, which is feminine, anti, anti, fa'alti, fa'altuma, then antunna, antu, fa'altunna. Then ana nahnu, it is unique, you have to remember fa'altu, tu is indicating ana, and na indicating nahnu, na indicating nahnu. Okay, whatever you do, you can, there are different countries, different teachers also do it different ways. As you also said, pointing your finger to yourself because you're the speaker, you're first person, and then pointing it just opposite my eyes, which is somebody in front of me, second person, and then pointing it to the right, showing someone who is not here, third person. Okay, you cannot do all this, but whatever you do and we do, this is what you have to remember. So rather try to focus on these letters, how they're changing from one conjugation to another. These three groups of three, then another groups of three, another group. So 4 groups of 3, then ana nahnu. They're pretty simple, okay? Whatever you do is fine, but you have to come up with the solution, which is this is out of the way. You know the numbers where they are, what is the meaning of what that means, how many people they are, male or female, first person or second person. This is the objective here. Any other question from anybody? Because you have to do this in the next few days, and during the week, please submit your own work by voice recording, as well as the template you'll be filling in. You can pick up, Brother Sadiq, is it possible to give them a list of verbs and stuff? Just on a WhatsApp saying these are, they can just try all this. Yeah,
I'm going to that, inshallah.
Different verb. Our form 10 and 2, there are, no, I think form 1 is not there. No. Okay, I'll leave
That's
it
fine. I can share a list of verbs, inshallah.
No
problem. That's easy.
Everybody else is there happy? Any other questions? Brother Zubair, you okay? Brother Zubair?
I think he dropped.
Okay. 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 Jazakallah khair. We will end it here. Sister Sonika, if you repost it on the WhatsApp group, and then we'll give it to you today, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Barakallahu feekum. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayka. Assalamu alaikum.